Oh, hi there. I'm joking. Why do I actually all do that? I just need to be like, hello. Don't even sound like me. Hi, it's Danica. Okay, we'll roll with that. This is my video channel where I literally just talk rubbish. No, today I'm going to be talking a bit about coincidences. By the way, can I just say, how much better do you look when you've got a tan? I come back from Egypt today after like flying all along. Yesterday it was all along, and then today I've got this nice tan, and I'm still trying to learn. Look, these edges are atrocious. I just can't. I don't know how like 12-year-olds are here doing these whole motions. I'm not about it. I cannot do it. But I'm going to try and learn from my 12-year-old niece. So watch this space. But yeah, anyway, I'm talking about coincidences because in Egypt we did have a few, you could say coincidences, or are they setups? So I'm just trying to work out like what is the difference between the both of them, because it's weird. When weird things happen, you're like, that's not normal, and you haven't got like an ending to it. I just find it so confusing. So our first coincidence was last time when I went to Egypt in October. We met this girl out there, and she just goes on her own and chills for a couple of weeks, whichever. So we go to Gatwick Airport. We're in the check-in queue. Guess who's behind us? The same girl that we met last year. She didn't know we was coming on this date. She didn't know we were flying from she didn't know anything. So that was weird. We were like, oh, hi. Whichever was like, oh, this is random. And then we do our luggage. By the way, my suitcase was over. Had to pay £39. That's just rude. And we're like to Hayley, we're like, oh, what seat are you in? And we were like 24A and 24B, and she's like, oh, I'm 24C. And we were like, how does that, there's every single seat on the plane, though she ends up sitting next to us. So that's my first coincidence. My next coincidence is when we was out there, we met this girl called Eva, and she was a Bulgarian girl who also didn't went out on her own. She was out on her own for 2 weeks. I honestly don't know how you can stay. I don't mind my own company, but I think 2 weeks in a place like Egypt I think that'd be a lot. Like, I just feel like I'd constantly want to talk to people or chat to people, because there's only so many times you can talk to yourself, you know? Like right now, I'm talking to myself. Hey. But yeah, met Eva, and me and the girl that I went with, Lauren, we had a towel card. Like, to be able to get towels in the morning, you have a towel card. So like on one of the evenings before, we gave our towels back, got our towel card, and then I put them in my bag, went back to the room. The next morning, my only one towel card was in there. So he was like, searched the room, and he was like, how did that happen? Because I put it in my bag and then went back to the room. So we had to pay 200 Egyptian, which is like £10. We had to pay for a new towel card, which is fine, whatever. Then 2 days later, after I'd been to the marina with this Eva girl previously, and that was all fine. And then 2 days later, she was like, oh, by the way, I found your towel card in my purse. And she actually had our towel card, 1025. But I didn't realise why she didn't say this one like the day before. And it just appeared like, is that a coincidence? Or me and my friend was like trying to work out in her head, how in what situation could that have happened? Like, and it just end up in her purse. But I remember putting it in my bag. So that was weird. And thirdly, I went to the marina with the Eva. And then I was walking, I went to the supermarket the day, like a couple of days after. And this guy said to me, he was like, oh, hello, you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm good, thanks, you. And he was like, oh, you was at the marina the other day, wasn't you? And I was like, yeah, I was. He was like, yeah, I saw you there. Like, is that normal? Like, this was outside the hotel as well. So he knew I was obviously going to the supermarket. Well, he obviously didn't know I was going to the supermarket. So how did he, I just can't get my head around it. So like, is it a coincidence? Is it like God? Is it spiritual? I just don't understand how it's happening. So I just wanted to tell you guys all these little random crazy emotions in the oceans I had. Also, I don't know if any of you use like shampoo and conditioner, whichever. If you use sulfate free, I got these Herbalife ones from Wilko, £3 each, because normally sulfate free ones are more expensive. And I was using them when I was out there, and I'm still going to use them here, but it makes your hair so much more softer and nicer. So I definitely recommend using the sulfate free. Anyways, I am going to climb the O2 arena today with my sister and that. So I will do that, see how that's going. And by the way, I have got a video that I took when I was out in Egypt with two Egyptian men, and basically interviewed them, kind of thing. Had a chat with them. I'm just trying to work out how to cut it down, because right now it's like 24 minutes. So I'm just trying to work out how to cut like in middle bit. So I need to watch some YouTube tutorials and get to the hang of that. Okay, so lovely chatting to myself. Anywho, bye Felicias.